from my given disaster. Speed away from the holy mind. Pride, that's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on lingering.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today we're going to be doing some kitchen organization. This is going to be extreme cleaning, extreme organizing for you guys to check out here in my kitchen area. And because organizing takes, of course, lots and lots of time, this is going to be a two-part video. So today's part one, and then we're going to be doing part two. I'll have up for you guys next week. So I can't wait to get started on this, share with you guys all the things. I think I'm going to start off doing the whole kitchen island cabinets because I have quite a bit and I feel like I'm not utilizing all the space I can. And then we'll do, I want to say, probably half of these back cabinets behind me, and then we'll finish it off the rest in part two. I'm excited because I purchased a couple of new items to like organize, but chances are those newer pieces are going to be more for this section, which I'll be doing in part two. Definitely give this video a big thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you're new here for more cleaning, organizing, and home decor videos, and I will talk to you guys all in my next one. Let's get into this one. So we are starting off today's video with a before of what we're working with in all of the kitchen cabinets. So you can see we're going to be focusing, as I mentioned, on the entire kitchen island. So all of these front cabinets that I just have a mix of storage. And then I also had a couple of items in these back cabinets that I needed to remove and kind of switch things out. So the first area is this front cabinet here. You guys know it's kind of a couple of toys left over, coffee to fuel the day because we know organizing takes tons of time. But I just had some of the girls' toys like kind of left over down in this. This was the cabinet before we had a playroom that I had really organized and a bunch of different bins and labeled with all of the girls' toys that they played with most frequently. So now I just have a couple of these items to kind of bring on down to the basement playroom, and the remaining ones I'm going through and I'm donating some of them.
Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
After I finished sorting through each of like the little buckets and bins and all of the toys to see what was going to be kept, donated, or thrown in the trash, I went in and just took my multi-purpose spray, sprayed that all in the back portion and all of the shelving, of course, to remove any dirt or dust that's on there with my microfiber cloth. This way we could have a nice clean canvas for the remaining of the organizing that we were going to do. And then I also sprayed it, you guys know, white cabinets, so of course I wanted to give them a good like deep cleaning of the exterior of the cabinets and as well as the interior doors. You can see there I had like Mila got maybe some like nail polish or something. I saw that on there, blue polish, things like that I just wanted to make sure I had removed.
In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you looked like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on lingering.
Then I went ahead in these other cabinets and took some items because I kind of had an idea of some pieces that I no longer wanted to keep in my back cabinets and I wanted to move to this area. So Mike's kind of reaching up there for me, helping me out too. So a lot of our things that we use like for guests to serve like chips and dips, salads and stuff, it's so hard for me to get way up there in those cabinets. So I felt this would be much easier access to store in here. So anytime I needed that, I would. And then our crock pot, we don't really use it all that often anymore. I will admit when I first got it, totally obsessed. But it just is another thing for me to remember to like start cooking in the morning, and you guys already know it takes very long time since it's a slow cooker. So I thought having it here would just be better so I can really utilize other things in those back cabinets that are closer to the stove and all of that.
Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over
And as you saw, I was just playing around with different items to make sure it opened and closed properly. Once I was happy with where everything was, I went ahead and put it back in its place, closed the doors, everything fit perfectly. And now moving on to the next cabinet, which is beside that, which this I kind of was keeping as like decor, like smaller decor pieces, mainly like for decorating my coffee bar for the different seasons. But it was quite a mess, so I wanted to sort through on some things. A couple of the things I figured I don't really like anymore and I just wanted to transition out. I also had like storage little pouches here that I used when I was freezing breast milk, which I'm no longer doing anymore. So just kind of getting everything away that I no longer use and then cleaning out and reorganizing things that I do. So in reorganizing, I was just basically putting kind of like items together, so you can see like wreath, floral things there, the mugs, trays, and then here in this pile to the right, I did like all of my little signs. So I have like larger ones that I DIY and then smaller ones there to kind of put, and I think it was so much better because I could actually see where everything was. So when I'm decorating my coffee bar for different times, I can see pieces that I want to add or want to change out, or what I may need to pick up more when I go shopping for this fall and Christmas season. So then I'm doing the exact same like I did in the other cabinet, going in as I deep cleaned interior and exterior. You guys, Capri, how cute is she? You're gonna see her do little cameos here because since these are front lower cabinets, I had to have the camera low beside me on the tripod, and she was just so in love with it and wanted to be within everything in the video. Also, if I ever retire from this YouTube career, here you go, she will take over my channel. She's doing quite a good job. If you follow me on Instagram, she's so cute. She's lately been helping me even with laundry, putting the clothes from the washer into the dryer. So it's the challenge that mom life. So get the things done while you can, even if they're in the way, and trying as best as they can. So on here, as you can see, I'm just finishing up. This is where we keep back stock of our beverages. So I'm just refilling there, reorganizing any of the smaller gaps. Of course, we had to replenish of waters and things like that. So this is going to have some extra space for any time we need to add that on there. Just very easy access to store things back in the fridge when it comes time. And then once I did the interior exterior of these cabinets here, I just wanted to show you guys kind of what they ended up looking like. Very happy with that. And now we're moving on to the opposite side of the island. So first and foremost, I actually have 2 junk drawers, excuse Capri in the back, 2 junk drawers. So I wanted to get started on this one. There's no need for 2 of them, okay? So I'm organizing this one, and a lot of it had like receipts, batteries, things like that. So I'm actually going to turn this into a towel, as well as like my oven mitts, and keep a little bit of items like pens and such. But I'm going to split it in 2, and then the rest of the items, a lot of them can just go down in our basement now that we have like a little desk office space there, so it's not needed to be in the kitchen anymore.
I don't need a hit to believe that I'm living. You can lock me up if my tongue keeps slipping. I'ma keep spitting up rhymes I'm digging, and you can be my fame. Don't need a fast car to imagine I'm tripping. You can light it up, girl, I ain't the guy judging. And baby, that's on me, I don't need a boost. This is every part of me and everything I do.
And then I wanted to show you here, this was the second junk drawer, so I'm kind of sorting through already some of the items that I had in mind that I wanted to keep in this area. So things that should always be in there that we have easy access are like some pens, our checks, stamps, things like that. But anything else remaining definitely can go down in the desk, have that organized for everything in the office area.
I will take you to a place downtown, but if you don't like all the bling you see, I'll show you my little smoother side. And when we are out cruising, you don't need my hand to hold. I
Then the next space was underneath our microwave. This is also on our kitchen island, and this I like to keep like paper plates, napkins, extra bags, of course fire extinguisher. There's like an easy place to access. So I removed everything out of there. I gave it a good wipe down and then reorganized it.
Business. I can be your gun, baby, and you'll be the trigger. Let's put up a show that we'll never forget. And yeah, baby, there's no shame. We'll take it as far as we want to, so listen. Stop at any place that is better than prison. Put it all on me, I don't need the booze. This is every part of me and everything I do. If it's the
Also, this is a great thing to have in your drawer. As you can see, it actually saves a tremendous amount of space, and I get to have all of those extra bags in there. And then now underneath the actual sink, I have this, of course, which you guys have seen me organize before. So it just needed like a quick little tidy up and wipe down. It was already organized in previous videos. So that, of course, was one area that I didn't need to like really go deep down and deep clean. And then I am doing the exterior of these cabinets as well. So while I'm doing all the kitchen organization, that is when I'm taking advantage of also deep cleaning the cabinets.
I will take you to a place downtown. But if you don't like all the bling you see, I'll show you my little smoother side. And when we are out cruising, you don't need my hand to hold. I kinda like what we're doing.
Then the final area on my kitchen island was the garbage disposal. You guys, this is where I keep our recycles as well as our regular garbage. So it gets pretty messy pretty quickly in here. So because there were a lot of like larger pieces in there, I of course wasn't just going to just pick it right up with the microfiber cloth. I first took the smaller attachment on this cordless vacuum. I went on in there so it can pick up the larger pieces of dirt and mess, and then I'll go in with some anti-bac, spray that in, let that sit for a bit, and then I'll go ahead and give it a good wipe down from inside out before I put back the trash cans inside of there.
Bodies, hurry up and let's not waste no time. Cause I don't need a hit to believe that I'm living. You can lock me up if my tongue keeps slipping. I'ma keep spitting up rhymes I'm digging, and you could be my fan.
After the cabinets in the island were totally finished, completed, cleaned, organized, I then worked my way towards starting on the right side of the cabinetry on the back wall. So starting off very first side, right beside my fridge, I'll do a couple of these cabinets. And that picture, you guys, I just love of my girls. So precious. So I just put that back on the fridge. And this drawer is really for like a coffee bar station that we have here. But it got really disorganized. Mila was just kind of putting artwork and papers in there, and everything was just a mishmash. So I wanted to just kind of revamp it, refresh it to make sure it's much more functional and the way it's supposed to be once again. So I'm just refilling some of my Nespresso pods, adding a couple of different ones in there, and then I'll be sorting through my straws, which I have glass straws, which is of course like what me and Mike would use, and then I also bought some like reusable straws for the tumblers and ones that are silicone for the girls as well. Thankfully, this bottom cabinet, when I did it last year, it has been so functional and great. So I didn't need to do any reorganizing there. I just wanted to show you guys. I just basically have dividers for baking sheets, cutting boards, like extra pots and things like that in there. And it works out perfectly. So I left that as is. You will see as you do anything, anytime you organize, especially the very first time, things don't exactly stay the way you have it. You really have to see like what works for you and your family, and you may end up changing things. So that's exactly what I was doing here, refilling all of my K-pods, because you could see in those upper cabinets, I just had the extra ones there, and then a lot of mishmash going on. So I just wanted to take everything out, clean inside the cabinets, and then some of those mugs I realized I didn't really use anymore. So I kind of did a pile. I think I donated like 3 of them, and I'm happy with the way it is and how many I have at this point in time. And then I'm also sorting through what I think should be on that main shelf, such as like caramel syrups and stuff that I add when I do different types of coffees. Then for the next cabinet right above that, I did the exact same process of emptying everything out, and just I kind of laid it on my kitchen counter and seeing what do I really use, what do I need, because a lot of these items I had put back when I previously organized, and it's been a year, and if I haven't used it since then it's definitely something that you can just go ahead and toss in the donate pile. If it was something that I used, that I just went ahead and reorganized it in there. Then for this cabinet to the left, these last 2 are what I'm going to finish off for today's video and what I ended for part 1 of cleaning. And then I'm going to move on to part 2, as I said, to share with you guys next week. But what I'm doing is just kind of putting everything back in its place, getting rid of things that I don't really use anymore. And then I am saving a gap here. If you guys saw, the crock pot took up a big space of that, but I'm going to put my KitchenAid mixer that I got as a wedding gift 6 years ago and have yet to use it. But that is it for today's video. Thumbs it up if you enjoyed watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.